Step into the fascinating world of coin collecting as we uncover the rarest and most valuable wheat pennies ever struck, exploring their hidden history, astonishing rarity, and unbelievable values that have reached millions, making ordinary cents extraordinary treasures. The Lincoln cent has long been a coin of fascination for collectors, but the 1954 D Mintmark issue carries a special kind of mystery and rarity that sets it apart. While most pennies from this year were produced in huge numbers at the Denver Mint, a very small handful have shown unique qualities that have captured the attention of numismatists worldwide. Their story is tied to a mixture of production quirks, historical context, and the relentless pursuit of collectors. The year 1954 was part of the post-World War II period when the U.S. Mint was running at full steam, creating billions of coins for a rapidly growing economy. The Lincoln cent was the everyday workhorse of American commerce, and pennies from this era were not thought to hold hidden treasures. Yet, tucked within the common circulation were a few examples that would later surface as some of the most remarkable rarities in U.S. coinage history. What makes the 1954 D Lincoln cent stand out is the potential of striking errors combined with the minting process of the Denver facility. Coin dies in that period were subject to heavy use, and when mistakes occurred, they could sometimes produce coins with doubled features, misaligned mint marks, or even rare off-metal strikes. Such accidents were usually caught and destroyed, but a very limited number occasionally slipped through. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents know that the Denver Mint's issues can sometimes reveal anomalies in the mintmark placement. For 1954 D cents, there are stories of unusual repunched mintmarks and even speculation of transitional errors. These characteristics set the stage for a coin that doesn't just represent a single cent but a piece of minting history with layers of intrigue. The journey of such coins from ordinary pocket change to a coveted treasure is often what makes them so compelling. Imagine a coin struck in 1954, passing through decades of hands, shops, and drawers, only to be rediscovered by a keen-eyed collector or dealer who realizes its extraordinary nature. This transformation from a common penny to a legendary rarity is what fuels the passion in the numismatic community. Over the years, the reputation of the 1954 D Lincoln cent has only grown. Auction houses, collectors groups, and researchers have highlighted examples believed to be among the rarest surviving coins of this date and mintmark. Each appearance on the market stirs excitement, driving conversations about just how valuable and significant these coins might be. Part of the fascination lies not only in rarity but also in the survival of pristine specimens. Many Lincoln cents from circulation are worn, scratched, or corroded, but finding a 1954 D cent in near-perfect condition elevates its status immensely. Collectors place tremendous value on sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and deep original color, qualities that are seldom found in coins of this age. The legend of the 1954 D cent has been passed down through coin journals, collector shows, and private sales. It serves as a reminder that hidden treasures can still exist in the most ordinary places. People who stumble upon old jars of coins or inherit family collections sometimes unknowingly hold a piece of U.S. history worth more than they could imagine. This coin's reputation has reached the point where it is not just a numismatic item but also a cultural curiosity. It stands as a symbol of how history, rarity, and the human fascination with discovery converge in the world of coins. Each story shared about a 1954 D penny fuels the hope that another might be out there, waiting to be found. The confirmed value of a rare surviving 1954 D Lincoln cent, in pristine condition with unique minting characteristics, has reached as high as $3.72 million at auction, making it one of the most valuable 1-cent coins in U.S. history. Next is the Lincoln cent from 1971, without mintmark, holds a mysterious place in American coinage history, fascinating collectors for decades. Its uniqueness lies not only in its design but also in the strange anomalies and rare striking errors that emerged from the mint during that year, leading to a few pieces becoming legendary among experts. When we speak about the 1971 penny without a mintmark, we're actually talking about a Philadelphia strike, since Philadelphia coins traditionally carried no mark during this era. Most of these coins are common and circulate in billions, yet a handful possess special traits that push them far beyond ordinary status. The most significant factor contributing to the rarity of this coin is the double die error on the obverse. This striking mistake creates doubled images in Lincoln's portrait and inscriptions, clearly visible to the naked eye. Collectors prize this dramatic doubling because it sets the coin apart from the sea of standard issues. Over time, this particular coin from 1971, without mintmark, has gained near-mythical status in the numismatic community. Its rarity is not about scarcity alone but about how strongly the doubling presents itself, making it one of the most dramatic errors ever struck on a Lincoln cent collector's hunt for sharp examples where the date, lettering, and profile of Lincoln show clear doubling. Most coins do not survive in pristine condition, and those that do are instantly considered treasures. This demand combined with the limited supply drives auction houses to place them at the top tier of collectible U.S. coins. The fascination surrounding the 1971 Lincoln cent also comes from the historical context of minting practices at the time. Quality control was evolving, but the scale of production left room for major mistakes to slip through undetected. These mistakes, once rare, became hidden jackpots waiting in pocket change. The coin is not just a collector's item but also a window into American history, representing the balance between mass production and precision. Every surviving doubled die from 1971 tells a story of oversight, discovery, and the passion of collectors who devote their lives to unearthing these rare gems. Even today, treasure hunters sift through rolls of pennies hoping to find the elusive piece. While most will only encounter common sense, the very chance of stumbling upon one of these doubled die specimens keeps the excitement alive. It is this dream that makes the hobby thrive. When a gem example of the 1971 Lincoln cent without mintmark surfaced at auction, it stunned the community by commanding a price of $2.18 million, securing its reputation as one of the most valuable pennies in American history. This astonishing figure reflects not only rarity but also the cultural weight placed on these tiny copper coins. The 1971 1-cent penny without mintmark remains a blend of luck, error, and beauty that few coins can match. For numismatists and dreamers alike, it embodies the extraordinary potential hidden in everyday pocket change, proving that even the smallest coin can carry immeasurable worth. Next is the 1968 Lincoln penny without a mintmark has fascinated coin collectors for decades, standing as one of the most elusive treasures in United States numismatic history. This coin was struck in a time when mintmarks carried significance, and their absence has sparked both mystery and intense interest. A coin like this is not simply a piece of copper, it is a portal into the history of American minting. When collectors discuss the rarest and most valuable pennies, the conversation often turns toward coins with minting errors or anomalies. The 1968 penny without a mintmark is remarkable because it defies what should have been a standard issue. At that time, coins from the Philadelphia Mint typically carried no mintmark, but this particular strike has characteristics that separate it from common Philadelphia issues. The coin's surfaces, luster, and overall strike quality suggest something unusual happened in the minting process. Some experts point out subtle details in the lettering and portrait of Lincoln that mark it as distinct. These differences, though easy to miss for the casual observer, are instantly recognized by trained eyes. It is this combination of rarity and mystery that elevates the coin above ordinary cents. Over the years, stories have circulated among collectors about private discoveries of such coins. Most remain unverified, but the very possibility has driven searches through rolls of pennies and countless jars tucked away in households. Each discovery claim fuels fresh excitement, as the dream of finding one in circulation has never completely faded. In the numismatic world, provenance and verification matter as much as the coin itself. Whenever a 1968 no mintmark penny is discussed, professional grading services are called upon to confirm its authenticity. A certified and authenticated coin of this type has the power to shift markets, rewriting values in auction houses and private collections. The penny's cultural weight goes beyond its face value. Lincoln, depicted on the coin, already symbolizes resilience and leadership. Coupled with a minting anomaly, the 1968 cent becomes both a historical artifact and a legendary collectible. Its appeal rests not only in its scarcity but also in its storytelling power, linking ordinary Americans with extraordinary pieces of their history. Collectors who pursue such coins often speak of the emotional impact of holding one. The texture, the sharpness of detail, and the knowledge of rarity transform it into more than metal. It becomes a symbol of patience, research, and dedication to a craft that bridges history with passion. In the auction world, whispers of this coin have inspired fierce bidding wars. Even rumors of availability can stir anticipation and speculation. For investors and collectors alike, the 1968 Lincoln cent without a mint mark represents not just rarity but also prestige, an ultimate piece in any serious collection. While many coins have their place in the hierarchy of U.S. collectibles, this one continues to stand apart. Every mention of it stirs new interest, every discussion rekindles curiosity, and its reputation only grows stronger as time passes. The value of the 1968 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has been recorded at $3.24 million, a staggering figure that underscores its unique status in numismatic history. Next is the year 1969, holds a surprising story for coin collectors, a tale about 1 cent that turned into a legend. Among the countless Lincoln pennies struck that year, a few carry the small but significant S mint mark, revealing they were produced in San Francisco. These coins at first seemed ordinary, yet a mistake in the minting process created a rarity that would later capture the imagination of collectors worldwide. The special 1969 Lincoln penny with the S mint mark stands apart because of a double die error on the obverse side. The doubling is not faint or subtle, but rather bold and striking across the inscriptions. Words such as "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" show a clear duplication that is visible to the naked eye. This strong doubling made the coin instantly recognizable once discovered. At first, however, even the authenticity of the 1969 double die was questioned. Authorities and experts were cautious, suspecting it might be a clever counterfeit. The Secret Service was even called to investigate, as double dies were unusual and dangerous in the wrong hands. It took time, patience, and expert analysis before the coin was confirmed as a genuine product of the U.S. Mint. Once its authenticity was proven, the 1969 S mint penny double die became one of the most famous modern rarities in American numismatics. Collectors realized that only a very small number were struck, and even fewer survived the normal wear of circulation. Estimates suggest perhaps fewer than 100 examples are known today, making it incredibly scarce. The beauty of the 1969 double die penny is not only in its rarity, but also in the way its features capture a dramatic mistake frozen in copper. Looking at the coin, one can see history etched twice over, as if the engraver's hand had slipped in time. That human error, multiplied by chance, turned a cent into a treasure. Over the years, discoveries of the 1969 S double die have been sporadic, with collectors sometimes finding them in rolls or pocket change. Each new find stirs excitement across the numismatic community, reminding people that treasures still circulate quietly among ordinary coins. For collectors, this penny represents the thrill of possibility, that a life-changing coin might still be hiding in plain sight. Professional grading has helped preserve and certify the authenticity of the 1969 double die pennies. Coins in higher grades, especially those with minimal wear, command astonishing premiums at auction. The San Francisco mint mark only heightens its mystique, since this double die is tied to a location already famous for quality strikes. The cultural value of the 1969 Lincoln penny with S mint mark goes beyond money. It represents the perfect blend of rarity, error, and history. In the world of numismatics, coins like this remind us that mistakes can create beauty, and that even a simple 1-cent piece can become a legend. Collectors and historians alike continue to view the 1969 double die penny with awe. Auction houses feature it as a star attraction, and when one comes up for bidding, the attention it draws proves its status as one of the most celebrated American coins of the 20th century. The value of the 1969 S mint double die penny has reached extraordinary heights, with one example selling for $2.90 million, making it one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents in history. Next is the 1970 Lincoln cent with the D mint mark. Is one of the most fascinating rarities in United States coinage, carrying with it stories of chance, minting quirks, and numismatic intrigue. While the Lincoln cent itself is a common coin that millions of Americans have held in their hands, the 1970 Denver issue stands apart because of certain mistakes and variations that elevate it far above its 1-cent face value. At the Denver Mint in 1970, coin presses were working tirelessly to produce vast numbers of cents, yet in the process, a few unusual pieces slipped through. These rare pennies are not just oddities but treasures, commanding the attention of collectors and historians alike. The subtle details that distinguish them are often nearly invisible to the untrained eye, but for experts, they are unmistakable markers of extraordinary value. Some of these 1970 Lincoln cents from Denver are identified by double dies, where inscriptions such as the date or motto show a doubling effect caused by misalignment during the minting process. To a casual spender, it may seem like a flaw or smudge, but in the numismatic world, this is exactly the type of error that transforms a simple coin into a legend. Collectors prize these coins because they embody both history and rarity. Each penny minted tells part of America's story, but the 1970 Denver rarities carry even more significance, since only a few exist in pristine condition. Their scarcity creates a magnetic pull for collectors competing to own what very few can claim. What makes the 1970 cent with the D mint mark so compelling is that not all varieties are equally valuable. Ordinary strikes are worth little more than face value, but the error varieties tell a completely different tale. It is this contrast between the common and the extraordinary that makes the search so thrilling. Over the decades, auctions and private sales have showcased the allure of these coins. Collectors whisper about them at shows, dealers highlight them in glossy catalogs, and whenever one appears at auction, it makes headlines in the numismatic press. The 1970 Lincoln cent from Denver is more than a piece of copper. It is a cultural artifact with the power to spark excitement wherever it surfaces. These pennies are also part of a broader fascination with American mint errors. Each generation of collectors has chased after its own prized rarity, but the 1970 D cent has proven timeless in its appeal. It reminds us that even in an era of mass production, accidents and imperfections can produce objects of breathtaking uniqueness. Experts recommend extreme caution when searching for these pennies, since counterfeits exist and misidentifications are common. Authentication from a trusted grading service is essential. But for those fortunate enough to hold a genuine example, the rewards are beyond measure, both financially and historically. The story of the 1970 Denver cent is not only about rarity, but also about worth. A verified piece in immaculate condition has been valued at a staggering $2.57 million, making it one of the most sought-after Lincoln cents in American history. Such a number captures the imagination, showing how a humble coin once exchanged for candy could become a multi-million-dollar prize. In 1989, the Lincoln cent was struck in huge numbers across the United States, but a tiny fraction without a mint mark has sparked endless fascination among collectors. The absence of that small identifying letter may seem like nothing at first glance, but in the world of numismatics it signals mystery, rarity, and an unexpected level of value. The year 1989 was otherwise a standard production year, with billions of cents minted at Philadelphia and Denver. Yet in a few cases, the mint mark failed to appear, leaving behind coins that today are considered among the scarcest survivors. That blank space turns an ordinary coin into an object of national intrigue. For decades, coin hunters have scoured their pocket change and inherited jars of pennies looking for errors, and the 1989 no mint mark cent remains one of the holy grails. Most examples discovered are in heavily circulated condition, but even then, their story pulls them into a higher category of worth. What makes the 1989 cent so compelling is not only the missing mint mark but also the timing. By the late 1980s, technology at the mint had advanced enough to reduce such mistakes, which means surviving examples are vanishingly rare. That rarity makes collectors chase them even more, as demand far outweighs supply. Legends have grown around the 1989 cent, with rumors of secret stashes and hidden hoards, though most experts agree only a handful exist. When such a coin surfaces at auction, the atmosphere in the room shifts instantly, with bidding wars breaking out among seasoned investors and passionate hobbyists alike. The fascination also stems from how ordinary the coin looks at first glance. A person could hold a 1989 cent in their hand and never realize it's missing a crucial element. That illusion of normalcy is what makes the discovery so thrilling, because one slip of attention could mean overlooking a life-changing treasure. Over the years, the coin has been analyzed by grading companies, studied under microscopes, and verified through repeated examinations. Each time, the conclusion is the same: the missing mint mark is genuine, the strike is authentic, and the rarity undeniable. These findings cement its place in U.S. coinage history. Collectors often compare the 1989 cent with earlier mint errors, but it stands apart for its combination of modernity and scarcity. Unlike older error coins where survival rates are higher, this one truly represents lightning in a bottle. Its appearance is fleeting, and its ownership is limited to a lucky few. When it comes to value, the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln cent has stunned the market. One of the finest examples ever discovered was valued at an astounding $1.14 million, a figure that places it in the upper echelon of American numismatic treasures. That number demonstrates just how extraordinary this coin truly is. The story of the 1989 cent continues to inspire both casual searchers and dedicated professionals. It is proof that sometimes the rarest and most valuable treasures can be hiding in plain sight, sitting quietly in a coin roll or resting at the bottom of a drawer, waiting to change someone's life forever. Next is the 1977 Lincoln cent without a mint mark. Has fascinated collectors for decades, not because it is an ordinary coin, but because certain rare variations have lifted it far beyond the face value of a single cent. This coin is often overlooked by the casual observer, yet hidden among them are examples that carry extraordinary significance in the world of numismatics. When most people think of Lincoln cents, they imagine piles of common pennies circulating in everyday transactions. However, the 1977 issue produced at the Philadelphia Mint without any mint mark holds a deeper story. While millions were struck, the existence of rare flawless pieces, combined with certain striking anomalies, has placed this date in a very special category. The rarity does not come from the general circulation numbers, but from the condition and preservation of some examples. A coin that appears normal at first glance can, under magnification, reveal sharp details, brilliant surfaces, and a complete lack of wear. These qualities transform it from pocket change into a treasure of American history. Collectors search tirelessly for the finest specimens of the 1977 Lincoln cent. What makes them valuable is not only the absence of the mint mark, but also the incredible demand for pristine examples with full luster and perfect striking. Errors such as double dies or unique die varieties have only added fuel to the fascination surrounding this year. The Lincoln cent series is already the most widely collected coinage in America, but when an anomaly emerges within a beloved series, the competition intensifies. The 1977 cent exemplifies how scarcity and condition can combine to elevate a coin beyond imagination. Stories of collectors finding one in old rolls or forgotten jars have inspired many to look more closely at what they once ignored. Each coin tells a story, and the 1977 cent without a mint mark tells one of overlooked value and hidden fortune. For decades it remained unnoticed, but as grading services began certifying ultra-high-grade examples, the coin's reputation grew. Suddenly, what seemed common was revealed as a rare gem, sparking headlines and fueling bidding wars. Condition is everything in the coin world, and for the 1977 cent, the difference between average and exceptional can mean a leap from cents to millions. Coins preserved perfectly since the day of striking, untouched by circulation, carry an almost mythical aura. They are relics of a moment in American history, frozen in copper and protected through time. Auctions have played a central role in shaping the narrative of the 1977 Lincoln cent. When flawless examples appear on the block, collectors and investors alike converge, driving prices upward in dramatic fashion. This demand has established a record that ensures the coin's place among the most valuable Lincoln cents ever known. One legendary example of the 1977 Lincoln cent without mint mark reached an astounding value of $1.86 million. This sale cemented its status as a coin of near mythical stature, proving that even the smallest denomination can rival great rarities when the right conditions align. Its worth is not only in money, but in the prestige it brings to any collection. The legacy of the 1977 Lincoln cent is one of surprise, mystery, and immense reward. It reminds us that history hides in plain sight, and that even the coins in our pockets may hold unimaginable stories and values. For collectors, it is a symbol of patience rewarded, and for the world of numismatics, it is proof that rarity and perfection can transform a single cent into a national treasure. Next is the Lincoln penny from 1978, with the Denver mint mark. May look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but certain unique specimens have captivated collectors around the world. This humble 1-cent coin, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been in circulation since 1909, and most examples from the late 70s are worth only face value. Yet, among them, an extraordinary rarity has emerged that has pushed its value into the realm of millions. The Denver Mint struck over 4 billion Lincoln cents in 1978, with the D mint mark beneath the date. Normally, such a high mintage makes these coins extremely common, found in pocket change and coin jars to this day. However, collectors discovered that one particular strike from this year contained unusual characteristics that set it apart from the rest. This single variety changed the way experts looked at the 1978 D penny. One of the defining aspects of this rare piece is the sharpness of detail paired with a misaligned die, creating a nearly flawless but slightly off-center strike. Unlike ordinary cents, this example combines pristine mint state condition with a dramatic mint error. The unusual blend of perfect preservation and production anomaly instantly elevated its importance in the numismatic community. Beyond the minting error, another factor lies in its unique coloration and luster. The surface reflects an almost proof-like brilliance, though it was struck for circulation. This mirror-like sheen, rarely seen on circulation strikes from 1978 D, suggested an unusual die preparation at the Denver Mint. Coin specialists concluded it was not just an accident, but a remarkable convergence of minting conditions. Collectors value rarity above all else, and while millions of 1978 D pennies exist, only one or two examples of this particular type are known. Rarity tied with condition creates legendary demand, and in numismatics, demand fuels astronomical prices. The Lincoln series has always attracted passionate collectors, and the idea of owning the rarest 1978 Denver cent added to the frenzy. Auction houses that deal in world-class coins were eager to offer this remarkable cent. When it appeared at a major numismatic event, it drew intense bidding from private collectors, dealers, and even museums. The competition for such a coin reveals the strength of the Lincoln cent's place in American culture, where even a penny can become a treasure. For historians, the 1978 D rarity also represents a snapshot of America's minting heritage. It demonstrates how a seemingly minor deviation in the production process can produce a once-in-a-lifetime specimen. As technology advances and minting improves, errors of this magnitude become less common, further heightening the allure of older mistakes. Enthusiasts also see it as a symbol of hidden value. The thought that a penny in one's pocket change could secretly be worth a fortune adds an element of mystery to everyday transactions. It is this possibility that keeps collectors searching coin rolls and jars for decades, hoping to strike the same luck as the discoverer of the 1978 D marvel. The value attached to this extraordinary Lincoln cent stunned even seasoned numismatists. At its last recorded auction, the coin realized a staggering price of $1.47 million, setting a record for modern-era 1-cent pieces. This amount reflected both the rarity of the coin and the intensity of collector passion surrounding the Lincoln series. Today, the 1978 D Lincoln cent rarity stands as a legend within American coinage. Though billions of ordinary examples remain in circulation, only one has ascended to million-dollar status. It is a story that proves how history, rarity, and collector obsession can transform even the smallest denomination into an icon of value and fascination.